Everyone has a dream. Some dream of becoming wealthy, some dream of changing the world, some just want to make their parents proud. But no matter what your dream is, there's one truth that never changes. You can't achieve big dreams with small effort. A dream is the seed, but work is the sunlight, the water, the grind that helps it grow. Without effort, a dream dies. Without consistency, a vision collapses. Without action, all your goals stay locked in your head, just ideas. Just what ifs. You see, dreaming big is easy. You can sit in your room, close your eyes, and imagine the life you want, the cars, the house, the peace, the freedom. But when you open your eyes, what are you doing about it? What steps have you taken? What sacrifices have you made? Because let me tell you something, you don't get what you dream about. You get what you work for. You don't rise by wishing. You rise by grinding, by failing, by learning, by repeating, and by refusing to quit. Most people love to talk about success. They love the idea of winning, but the moment the struggle shows up, they disappear. They fold under pressure. They look for shortcuts. They get bitter instead of better. But the ones who rise, they do the work when it's boring. They show up when it's hard. They stay focused when distractions are screaming. They hustle when no one's clapping because they don't just dream big, they work bigger. There's a lie that's been fed to the world, that success is luck, that it's timing, that some people are just gifted. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Success is effort repeated every single day. It's not one big break. It's 1,000 small steps taken when no one's watching. It's waking up earlier, staying up later, saying no to the crowd so you can say yes to your calling. You've got a dream? Good. Now back it up with action. Because every time you hit snooze, instead of getting up, you delay your greatness. Every time you scroll instead of study, you sabotage your future. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you cheat on your own potential. Your dream deserves more than that. Your future deserves better from you. And I get it. It's not easy. You'll be tired. You'll feel alone. You'll have days where nothing makes sense, where no one supports you, where your own mind turns against you. But that's the test. That's the price of chasing something bigger than yourself. Because the moment you start chasing your dream seriously, life will challenge you. People will doubt you. Your patience will be tested. But that's when you dig deeper. You don't back down. You rise up. You remind yourself that you weren't made for average. You were made for impact. You were made for excellence. You were made for more. Let's talk about discipline. Because dreaming is exciting, but discipline, that's not sexy. It's not glamorous. It doesn't get applause. It's just you alone with a decision to make. Do I hit snooze or do I get up? Do I scroll or do I study? Do I quit or do I push? Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. And believe me, motivation disappears. You will not always be pumped. You won't always feel strong. You won't always be inspired. But if you're serious about your dream, you'll keep going anyway. Because it's not about how you feel, it's about what you decided. You don't need motivation, you need standards, you need habits, you need non-negotiables. Winners don't wait until they feel like it, they show up no matter what. They build systems so strong that even on their worst day, they still make progress. And that's what makes them dangerous. That's what makes them unstoppable. You see, your dream is testing you. It's asking, how bad do you really want it? Are you willing to be uncomfortable? Are you willing to show up when no one sees you? Most people want success until it gets inconvenient, until it requires waking up at 5 a.m., until it means skipping the party, until it means choosing a book over a movie, choosing the gym over the couch, choosing progress over pleasure, but not you. You are not most people. You don't run from hard, you run toward it because you know that every sacrifice today creates freedom tomorrow. Let's be real. There will be pain either way. There's the pain of effort, the pain of sacrifice, the pain of struggle, or the pain of regret. So ask yourself, which pain are you willing to live with? Because that's what it comes down to. You can suffer now and shine later, or take it easy now and suffer forever. No one's going to force you. No one's coming to push you. That's your job. That's your responsibility. You don't need approval. You don't need applause. You need action. You need hunger. You need to get so obsessed with your dream that average becomes offensive to you. You want to change your life? Discipline every single day. Do it tired. Do it scared. Do it heartbroken. Do it even when the results aren't showing yet, because real growth isn't visible right away. It's slow. It's silent. It's behind the scenes. But when it finally shows, It's unstoppable. When you've been grinding in the dark, when you've been planting seeds for months, and one day the world sees the result, they'll call you an overnight success, but you'll know the truth. You earned it. Every inch, every second, every sacrifice. So stop looking for quick results. Start building long-term greatness. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Start now with what you have from where you are. Because your dream, it's not waiting on anyone but you. Let's talk about failure. Let's talk about that moment when everything falls apart. When you gave your best and it still wasn't enough. When you did everything right and things still went wrong. When you believed deep down that this time it would work, but it didn't. That's where most people stop. That's the graveyard where dreams go to die. Not because people didn't want it, but because they didn't know how to get back up, but not you. You rise. Because failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. It's feedback. It's a mirror showing you where to grow. Failure is the gym of champions. It tears you down so you can rebuild stronger. Every loss is a lesson. Every setback is a setup. Every delay is developing your character. You are not here to play it safe. You are not here to avoid pain. You are here to evolve. And you don't evolve by winning all the time. You evolve by surviving what should have broken you, by standing when others sit, by pushing when others pause. The truth is, people won't always believe in you. They'll say your dream is too big, too crazy, too unrealistic. They'll say be realistic. They'll say tone it down. But here's the thing. They're not supposed to understand your dream because it's not their dream, it's yours. Stop looking for permission. Stop looking for validation. The only approval you need is from the voice in your own heart that says, keep going. And yes, you'll doubt yourself. We all do. You'll question if it's worth it. You'll wonder if it's ever going to work. You'll have days where you want to give up, moments where you feel like you're falling behind. But in those moments, don't quit. Pause, reflect, breathe. Then keep moving. You don't lose when you fail. You lose when you stop trying. You lose when you stop believing. You lose when you give up on something your future self will thank you for. So instead of giving into fear, turn it into fuel. Instead of letting doubt drown you, let it drive you. Let it remind you that you are in the arena, fighting, sweating, bleeding. You are not on the sideline. You're not a spectator. You're a warrior. And warriors don't quit. Warriors adapt. They endure, they overcome. And you're not doing this just for you. You're doing it for everyone who said you couldn't. For everyone watching in silence, waiting to see what you'll become. You're doing it for your family, for your future, for the version of you that's buried underneath fear, waiting to be unleashed. So when failure knocks, open the door. Welcome it, learn from it, let it make you hungrier, because the people who win in life aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who fail forward, who keep showing up, who refuse to stay down. Now let's talk about vision, because dreaming big is more than just a goal. It's a lifestyle. It's waking up every day and living with purpose even when the world is chaotic, even when your circumstances are stacked against you, even when there's no spotlight, no recognition, no reward. Yet, vision is what carries you through the droughts, through the lonely seasons, through the years where it feels like no one is watching and no one is clapping. Because you don't need claps. You need clarity. You don't need approval. You need a reason. Why are you doing this? Why are you grinding, sweating, sacrifice? What's the mission behind your ambition? Because when your why is strong enough, the how will always follow. If you're only doing this for money, you'll quit when the money doesn't show up. If you're doing it for attention, you'll quit when nobody notices. But if you're doing it for impact, if you're doing it because you believe you were born for more, then nothing will stop you. You'll move different. You'll think different. You'll live on fire, because purpose gives you power. It keeps you locked in, keeps you grounded when emotions rise. It keeps you focused when the world gets noisy. Let other people live for comfort. You live for legacy. You're not here to just make a living. You're here to make a mark. You're not just building a business. You're building a name that will echo long after you're gone. Legends aren't born, they're built. Brick by brick, step by step, day by day. And the thing that builds them? Work. Bigger work, deeper work, consistent work. There are people with half your talent living the life you want. Why? Because they didn't stop. They kept showing up. They kept pushing while others made excuses. This world doesn't reward the most talented. It rewards the most relentless. And when you keep showing up, when you outlast, outwork, and outfocus everyone, you become undeniable. You become unstoppable. But here's what you have to understand. It's not going to happen overnight, and it shouldn't. because what comes fast often fades fast. What's built in pressure becomes unshakable, so let it take time. Let it challenge you. Let it break every weakness inside you, because every delay is preparing you for something greater. And don't compare your journey to anyone else's. This is your path, your timeline, your storm, your breakthrough. Don't get distracted by someone else's chapter 20 while you're still writing chapter 3. You're not behind, you're just getting started. So lift your head, straighten your back, and remind yourself, you are not put on this earth to live small. You are made to build, lead, and leave something behind. You don't need to wait to become ready. You need to move now, because action brings clarity. Action builds confidence, and confidence builds momentum. This is your moment, right now. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when things settle down, now. Because waiting has cost you enough. Overthinking has stolen enough time. Doubt has drained enough of your energy. It's time to make a decision that says, I'm done playing small. I'm done shrinking for people's comfort. I'm done surviving. Now I build. Now I lead. Now I dominate. You've been given a vision for a reason, not to tease you, to test you, to see if you're worthy of what you say you want. And let's be clear. You don't become worthy by talking. You don't become worthy by wishing. You become worthy by working relentlessly, consistently, ruthlessly, because every time you show up, every time you fight through resistance, you tell life, I'm not here to participate. I'm here to conquer. So stop hesitating. Stop doubting. Stop asking for permission to go all in. Just go. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will be lonely. Yes, it will stretch you in ways you didn't expect, but you'll come out of it unrecognizable, stronger, sharper, hungrier, unstoppable. You'll look back and thank the version of you that refused to quit, the version that kept showing up when no one else did, the version that believed in the dream before there was any proof. That version of you is the real you. Not the one making excuses, not the one hiding behind fear, not the one pretending to be realistic. The real you is a force, a storm, a leader, a finisher. So here's what you do. Burn the plan B, cancel the backup, shut out the noise, lock in. You've got one life, one shot, one moment to turn your vision into legacy. So stop wasting it. Stop trying to be liked. Start being respected. Stop trying to impress. Start trying to impact. Don't worry if they don't get it. They will. When the results start showing, when your life looks nothing like theirs, when your work speaks louder than any words ever could, that's what this is about. Not just dreaming big, but working bigger, putting in the reps, doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because average is crowded. But the top is empty, because most people can't handle the pressure. Most people stop when it hurts. Most people quit when it's not pretty. But you are not most people. You are built for this, built for impact, built to rise, built to lead. So the next time you feel tired, overwhelmed, or unsure, remember why you started. Remember the fire. Remember that the dream was never supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be earned. And now it's time to level up, time to go all in, time to show the world what happens when someone stops making excuses and starts making history. Dream big, work bigger, and never, ever stop